India produces over 250 million tons of food grain annually. And this is more than enough to feed every single person in the country. However, in spite of this, more than 200 million people in the country sleep hungry. Every third child in India is malnourished. This makes them stunted and underweight. Malnutrition makes them 10 times more vulnerable to diseases and infection. And they often die as early as the age of 5. Hunger is not caused by too many people or too little food, but because of shamelessly unequal social and economic arrangements in our country. People do not eat not because there is no food, but because they cannot afford to buy it. The alarming part is that government officials bluntly deny that hunger exists as a problem. Also, the people who can comfortably afford to buy food are indifferent towards this reality. Rice boiled with salt and haldi, wild shrubs from the forest, and paste made from bamboos and flowers, this constitutes the diet of the struggling people from their stomachs. Women folk going hungry so that the working men can eat. These people are those who are often socially excluded. Homeless people, unorganized construction workers, loaders, porters, and those dependent on begging. Food security ideally means that all people at all times have physical and economic access to the basic food they need. So, what is being done in India today with respect to hunger? In 2001, some activists filed a case in the Supreme Court for the right to food to become a legal right in India, claiming that the government fails to prevent hunger in spite of having the means to do so. Convinced by the argument, the court passed an order implying that no state can reduce the number of food-related schemes or their coverage, they can only enhance them. The court also set up its own monitoring mechanisms to see that these schemes are being implemented appropriately. The National Food Security Bill, which aims to provide food at highly subsidized prices to more than 65% of the population, is in motion. There are many government schemes covering food distribution even in remote areas of the country. Midday meals, public distribution scheme, Antyodaya Anna Yojana are just a few examples of such schemes. Corruption has found its way into the public distribution system. 51% of the government's food stock is lost due to leakage. This stock is sold at high prices in the market when it's meant to be subsidized. However, investments in food and nutrition will only enhance India's richest economic resource, its people. One can start by considering the wastage of food that occurs around us. Being nourished properly should be a legal right of each and every citizen. This works better if the right is universally applied instead of targeting a certain section of society. Awareness often gives birth to the desire to act, and our aim is to spread awareness.
very amazing to be a superhero at Feeding India. I'm really looking forward to the work that we're going to be doing, and I'm really looking forward to working with everyone. I am just so very excited, and I'm really thankful that I got this opportunity to be a manager at Feeding India. And I actually feel like a superhero, like, yeah, I can do something. And I'm just so very excited. I can't explain how excited I am. Just thank you so much for this opportunity.
I'm a hunger hero and I support Feeding India.
I am a hunger hero and I support feeding.
I am a hunger hero and I support feeding.
I'm a hunger hero. I'm a hunger hero and we support Feeding India. And we support Feeding India. I'm a hunger hero and I support Feeding India.
I am a hunger hero and I support feeding India.
I'm a hunger hero.
I am a hunger hero
And we support Feeding India.
and we support feeding India. I am a hunger hero and I support feeding India.
I'm a hunger
I am a hunger hero
and I support Feeding India.
and I support feeding India.
I pledge to feed India.
And I'm a hunger hero.
I'm the hunger hero.
We support feeding India.